to Manifest Nation. Of course, I'm the Manifest mentor, Brian Hyppolite, and it's been a wonderful day. I don't know what you decided to do this morning, if you caught the live, if you caught the broadcast this morning, but we decided that we was going to have a wonderful day, regardless of what the world brought our way, regardless of what the day brought to us. We decided what type of day that we was going to have. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that tuned in this morning. What we're going to do is a much deeper dive on the subject that we was talking about this morning, which was internal engineering. Internal engineering, manifesting the greatest version of ourselves and unlocking our highest potential, getting out of our mind and getting into our spirit and becoming everything that we were sent to this dimension to be. Now, for many of us, that's a whole world away. That's a whole world away from where we're at, from what we're experiencing, from what we have felt. And that's okay, because you're going to get to the other side. Matter of fact, that is what I specialize in as the Manifest Mentor, is getting you to the other side of whatever's been standing in your way, getting you to the other side of your challenges, of your struggles, your doubts, your indecisions, your procrastinations, your disbeliefs, your traumas. Yeah, that's really what I do for a living. And I'm honored that I've been blessed with the opportunity to help people around the world at this point. From a common person to high-ranking officials, celebrities, and people of status. All that matters to me is that you're getting to the other side. So I mean, I don't know how familiar you are with me, but I am a 10-time author. I am a recording artist. And the last album that I put out, man, y'all made 500,000 copies. I'm sorry, y'all made 500,000 streams take place in about 3 days. Very impressive. Very impressive. That album is called The Tropical Depression. It's streaming on all services. And of course, you could go to brianhyppolite.com and download your copy of it. You could pick your own price and download your own copy of it. It has everything that you need, the soundtrack of your healing and your evolution. So it's a whole album full of elevation. But you know what we did? We elevated to the other side of the problems that were standing in our way, of the limitations that we came from. Matter of fact, I wrote a song about it, and I want to play it for y'all. So check this out. This is actually one of my favorite videos. One of the favorite videos that I've ever made. And it's because it got my mom in it. Not only does it have my mom in it, it was recorded, it was shot on her last birthday party. We threw her a really amazing yacht party and shot this music video during that time. So it took me a while to release it, just because it was really I mean, it means so much to me. These images mean so much to me. It took me a while to release it, to give it to you, but here it is. Music video to Other Side. Check it out. Well, this is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a great day to be alive. It's an amazing day to be mine. What we about to do?
Go on a yacht for Mia's birthday.
Yeah, because it's Mia's birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm going on a yacht for my birthday? You didn't tell me my surprise. What a beautiful surprise.
I've failed a lot in life, but I've also had a lot of success. When you're down bad and you know you have the ability to get it out of the mud, it's just a matter of time.
Food stamps, the 4 banks, I'm a smoke champ. Passport is inked up, look at all the stamps. Being curious to get you rich, take a chance. Being skeptical to leave you broke in the past. Abolitionists riding in the foreign whip. Dry powder in the market, bout to buy the dip. Them hoes pay me every month, you should see the drip. They all checking in at once, they love to pay a pimp. Yeah, my fight goal might need lipo. Title 15, word trees a cycle. And I'm about to zero out every cycle. This ultra-virus shit flying overhead. It's a damn shame how they profit off of ignorance. While I'm in first class, about to order more drinks. Throwing more green to see more pink. Also known as Mr. Mo Band. My affidavits kill Goliath, baby, I ain't glad.
From
killing to survive, now we live thrive. Struggle ain't the vibe, so we change the tides. Meet me at the high ride. Live from the other side. It was do or die, and we did it right. From killing to survive, nowadays we thrive. Struggle ain't the vibe, so we change the tides. Meet me at the high ride. Live from the other side. My code is encrypted, my currency crippin'. When you stop living in your limits, you gon' see the difference. We countin' interest, compound interest. Don't understand it, you gon' pay it, you know it, you get it. Round here your money made money before you even spend it. Set a target goal and the guys hit it. Remain true to the game, that loyalty paying. Dividend stocks and royalty payments. Vertically integrated, mama we made it. If I speak above your head, then you should elevate it. This the kind of talk that's reserved for the owners. To some cojones, but refuse to let somebody own us. I ain't gonna hold you, I'm just trying to mold you. You gotta see it to believe it, so I'm trying to show you. We're born live from the other side, escape that preschool to prison pipeline. Live from the other side, it was do or die, and we did it right. From killing to survive, now we're live pride. Struggle ain't the vibe, so we change the tides. Meet me at the high ride. Live from the other side, it was do or die, and we did it right. From killing to survive, nowadays we thrive. Struggle ain't the vibe, so we change the tides. Meet me at the high ride. Live from the other side. Penthouse shit, you know what I'm saying? When I say pull up, I mean you got to pull up, up. You closer to your dreams, closer to the stars, all that.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, you want to make money in real estate? Here.
Yo, that was it. That was the other side, man. Big shout out to Trey Snatch. Big shout out to his mama. They both pulled up and made sure that me and my mama had an amazing time during her, her last birthday party. So yeah, big shout out to them for that, for making sure that, it was as best as it could be. No, under the situation, under the circumstances, knowing it was what it was. I'm grateful for those who pulled up and showed me and my old girl, love and made it something special for us. So big shout out to Trey Snatch, to the King, and his wonderful mother for pulling up and doing that for us. So, where we go? Come back. Yeah. So welcome to another broadcast. Welcome to another broadcast of Manifest Nation. In case it's your first time tapping in, or maybe you watching from YouTube, or you watching from IG or TikTok or Facebook, whatever the case may be. This is a broadcast that is happening live right now on Twitch via my Twitch channel called Manifest Nation. And I'm on this channel twice a day. I try to pull up on y'all twice a day and give y'all some game, give you something to take your life and your legacy to a whole nother level. Today is going to be no different. Today we are going to be talking a little deeper on the subject of internal engineering. Now, I'm not sure how if you was here this morning, but this morning we was definitely talking about this subject, internal engineering. Now, we say that something is engineered well when it is. We say that something is engineered well when it is operating as desired and as designed. When something is operating as desired and as designed, we say it's working well. We say it's engineered well. So when our life is not working as desired and as designed, we must be honest with ourselves and say our life isn't engineered well. There isn't good engineering in this situation. And what we should do is look inside to the inner engineering that we're doing or that we're not doing in our lives. What's going on, Spin? Let me get you right, bro. Great evening, my brother. That's a powerful king just stepped into the room on Instagram. Y'all, Spin City _HQ. If y'all don't know this man right now, whether you are an entrepreneur or not, but especially if you're an entrepreneur, you should definitely be tapping in with the God, because he has been dropping so much game, giving y'all so much sauce, so much insight on the ways that you can monetize yourself, your business, your whatever you're doing through AI. How you can take your stuff to the next level, man. I'm telling you, he's been leveling me up and everyone that's around. He's been leveling us all up with the knowledge that he's dropping, the game that he's giving. So if you're not following him, make sure that you follow him. Make sure that you tap in. Make sure you join the offerings that he be doing, the things that he be giving. Tech Tuesdays, these various things, these opportunities that he be making available to you. Take advantage of it, because listen, there's a lot of people spending a whole lot of money on the information that brother is practically giving away. And I know why he doing it. I feel like I know why he doing it. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Spin, but you love this. You do it. You do so much of it just for the love of the game and just to increase the knowledge base of what our people are capable of doing. And, and that's real power. So make sure y'all following Spin. Make sure y'all tapping in. Let's get to it, though. We're doing a deeper dive than what we was talking about this morning. We was talking about unlocking our highest potential. Big shout out to Manifest University. Shout out to everyone that's in Manifest Mentorship. Big shout out to everyone that joined the 30-day Manifest Bootcamp. Today was our first day. First day, because we started today, September the 1st. Today was the first day of the 30-day Manifest Bootcamp, and I blessed them. I blessed them severely. They thought they were signing up for something that was going to last 30 days. I'm giving them 90 days instead for free, for like no additional money. They thought they was going to show up and just get something that was just going to be there to give them 30 days of transformation. Nah, I'm a times that. I want to bless you. So instead of the 30-day, I'm giving you the 90-day. I'm giving them 90 days. So big shout out to everyone who signed up for the 30-day Manifest Bootcamp, because greatest shall you be, greatest shall you do, greatest shall you have. And that's what you get for investing in yourself. You willing to invest in you, I'm willing to invest in you too. So for everyone else, for everyone who missed it, for everyone who still want to be a part of this community that I'm building and be a part of the community that I'm pouring into on a daily basis, go ahead and come over to Twitch, subscribe to the Manifest Nation channel so you can get access to my online community via my Discord. You get access to the replays of these broadcasts that happen every day. You get access to all of my eBooks, my audio books, my workbooks, my guided meditations, my affirmations. All that great stuff is there and it's waiting for you. And all you got to do is just join the channel. Subscribe to the channel on Twitch. If you're watching this from anywhere else but on Twitch, definitely make the move. Convert over and make sure you follow and subscribe to the page so you get notifications on when these broadcasts are starting, and you can get all the dope stuff that's coming along with it. All right. So yeah, let's take it back to what we was talking about this morning, because y'all had some amazing questions and was offering some amazing insight, and I really appreciate the honesty that showed up this morning when I started asking questions about what's holding you back. What habits, what mindsets, what's holding you back? Like, y'all had some really great answers. Those who are just joining, though, peace, power, and presence to you, family. Welcome to Manifest Nation, home of the visionaries, home of the divine builders, and the generational curse breakers, all right? Now, like I said, this morning we scratched the surface. We talked about the ways to maximize your potential. We talked about routines. Talked about consciousness, but tonight we're gonna go a little bit deeper. Tonight I'm opening my book, My favorite book, and I haven't been teaching out of this one lately because I've been teaching out of my newest one. But we going back to the basics tonight. Tonight we on manifesting you. You see how crazy this book look? This is what a book like when someone been reading it, someone been traveling with it. This book is worn because it's been used. And you know, they used to say when I was growing up in church that it was like they could tell who was really serious about their walk with God because their Bible looked used. And they would say it was the Christians that Bible looked new and untouched, that, you know, you probably ain't studying too much. You probably ain't in this word too much. It's the same thing when it comes to these books. This elevation right here. So I love it when someone comes up to me to one of my shows or something, and they brought one of my books for me to sign, and that book looked wore down. I love that. And I love it when I open up y'all books to sign it, and y'all got all types of notes and highlight. Man, I love it. I love it. And it makes me want to give you more stuff for free, to be honest with you. Because I'm like, oh, you love what I do? You took it seriously? Here, let me bless you some more, right? So, but we're going back to the beginning. We're going back to where it all started. And that was with this book right here. You know, I released it 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. January 11th this book will be 6 years old. And this is what introduced a lot of y'all to me. And even if you met me through the mirror song came from this book, y'all. My community, Manifest University, came from this book. It all started with Manifesting You, 111 Keys to Unlocking Your Divinity. If you do not have this book, listen, your library is incomplete. And we're gonna crack it open tonight. Matter of fact, before I even go any further, I want somebody to give me a number. First of all, who's in here? Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Who y'all repping? What's going on? Let me know who's in here. Let me know who's rocking with me, because I definitely want to shout you out and acknowledge you. Thank you so much for pulling up. Talk to me. Put in the chat. Who's in here? Where you from? Where you at? How you feeling tonight? Talk to me. Okay. All right. I see my brother Jimmy repping for the Big Apple NYC in the building. Yeah, Manifest University. Shout out to all the MU brothers and sisters in here. Yeah. NE in the building. Okay. You already know Tampa, Florida in here. I got to represent from my hometown, New Jersey, New York. Y'all be showing so much love, man. Y'all be showing so much love. Big shout out to Atlanta, Georgia for sure. Y'all be showing so much love. We're going to get into it. So listen, I got a question for you. Give me a number between 1 and 111 so I can read you a key from this book. So I can read you one of the powerful keys of this book, and it's going to change your life. It's going to make you greater. Give me a number between 1 and 111 so I can read you something from this book that's going to add value to your life. It don't matter what number it is, because whatever number you give me is going to be something powerful for you. Don't matter. All right. I see my family on Twitch say number 30. I got you. Let's go to key number 30 in here. Ooh, I ain't been in this book in a few weeks, man. It's probably about 6 weeks, because I keep teaching out of my newest one, the Bloodline Breaker joint. But yesterday I did a broadcast on Twitch, and we was just listening to the audiobook, the audiobook to this book, and I was listening to it and was like, man, this book's so good. This book got so many jewels, so many gems, and there's so much that you need to know right now. So key number 30, I got you, Jimmy. Key number 30 says, seeking you will find. And once you grab a hold of your truth, you will begin to rebuild yourself to resemble your new inward identity. Jimmy, this is in alignment with what we're talking about tonight, brother. You'll task yourself with chipping away at the characteristics or lifestyle choices that no longer are a part of the image you see for yourself. Self-respect will encourage and enforce barriers to protect the glory of you as you fall in love with your raw identity. That's key number 30. That's a powerful one. Seeking you will find. And once you grab a hold of your truth, you will begin to rebuild yourself. Is there anybody in the rebuilding stage right now? Is there anyone who's come to know a little bit about their truth and you decided the lies that you were holding on to, man, you can't hold on to them no more. They can't hold on to you no more. Is there anybody that's in renovation? Is there anybody that's understanding that right now? You're in the process. You're in a construction process. You're in a rebuilding process. And you know greater shall you be when this renovation is done, when this construction is done. That's what it's all about, because this is the time that is so valuable. You know what? I want you to give yourself some grace. Let's start with that. Let's start with some grace, okay? Can we give ourselves some grace? Can you give yourself just a little bit of grace, considering that you are allowed to be a work of art and a work in progress at the same time? I don't know if anyone ever told you that, but you are definitely allowed to be a work of art and a work in progress at the same time. So give yourself the grace to grow. I always use the analogy that when you're going anywhere and you see a building under construction, it's extremely rare that you're going to judge that building. It's extremely rare that as you see this building under construction, you are going to be critical of it. And why is that? Because it's under construction, because it's in process, because it's not done yet. Listen, you're not done yet. You're in process. Give yourself some grace. Stop being so judgmental. Stop saying what's supposed to be here, what you see that's supposed to be there. Stop judging yourself. Listen, if some of y'all, if you treated me the way that you treat yourself, if you talk to me the way you talk to yourself, we wouldn't be having no conversations. We wouldn't be friends. We wouldn't be cool. I would restrict access to me if you talk to me the way you talk to yourself. So let's give ourselves some glory. Let's give ourselves some grace, because you're still in process. It's not done. You're not done. You're learning, you're building, you're growing. And let me tell you something. Many of you started from scratch. Stop comparing yourself. You be on this internet comparing yourself to people whose parents gave them away. Yours gave you liabilities. Yours gave you a starting line that was far behind. So give yourself some grace. You out here building and becoming greater by the day. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some love. Give yourself some mercy. Let me see what other numbers y'all said. I'm glad that you're getting what you needed to hear today, because you know what that is? That's divine alignment. That's divine alignment right there. It's divine alignment and divine timing. So I'm going to do my job with this divine opportunity, and I pray that you do yours as well. I'm going to take you to key 7, since that's what you called out, Marie. I'm going to take you to key 7. Let's see what this is. Ooh, key 7. Free your energy. Key number 7 of 111 keys of unlocking your divinity. Free your energy. Take these steps to create a high vibrational lifestyle. Talk to yourself kindly and positively. Challenge yourself daily. Work out and read often. Learn something daily. Create a lifestyle of love around you. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Walk away from drama. Express gratitude. And always flow with life. That's really what it's all about, is cultivating the environment for your growth. Cultivating the environment that allows you to be better. You know, that's the work that we must do. So again, if you just joined, peace, power, and presence to you. I'm Brian Hyppolite, the Manifest Mentor. And I'm here to make sure that today you don't go to sleep and wake up tomorrow out of alignment. Now, if all goes the way I've planned it, you're going to go to sleep tonight planning and declaring what tomorrow's going to be like. And you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to get on it. You're going to get to it. Not just by your actions, but by your vibration, by your alignment, by the things that you do, so that you and everything that you do is leading you to a greater existence. What's crazy, I just gave someone else this exact advice that I needed to hear it for myself. And that's what be happening. That's what be happening. It's so easy for us to look at somebody else and give them the information that we know will fit them. But when it comes to us, we may, there's so many reasons why we pull the wool over our eyes, or why we hide from the truth. My sister just walked in the room. What's going on, sis? I love you. I miss you. We got to link up. Give me one more key. I believe somebody did already. Maybe I passed it. 92. What's happening, Candace? Thank you for joining. Great day. Manifest University in the building. I love when my mentees show up, because we be having a phenomenal time in our one-on-one sessions. Matter of fact, Candace, I believe you got an email today in the Discord with the link so that you can set up our first one-on-one session. So I'm looking forward to that. And if anybody wants to join the Manifest University Discord, the way that you get in at this moment in time, outside of joining my mentorship, the way that you get in is by subscribing to the Manifest Nation channel on Twitch. When you join that Twitch, when you join the channel on Twitch, you're going to get access to my online community, the Manifest University Discord. You're going to get access to all of my ebooks, 8 of my ebooks, my audio books, guided meditations, affirmations, the replays from all of my broadcasts, as well as previous classes that I taught. And that's where I'm at every day. That's where I'm pouring into. If you like, even if you look on my page right now and you see things I posted today, that's just a portion. Like those tweets that y'all see me post, those are just sentences out of paragraphs of what I'm teaching and what I'm putting into the community. So if you're enjoying the crumbs that I'm actually posting on social media, come and get the full meal. That's at Manifest University. So I believe bro said 90. Let me go check again, since I started talking and forgot. 92. Key number 92. 111 keys of unlocking your divinity. Is there anybody that needs to unlock your divinity? Has it been locked up? Has your life pulled you away from it? Or maybe you never got a chance to connect to it. Key number 92 is in is chapter 7. I'm sorry. It's chapter 7. And chapter 7 is about the power of your words. I apologize. It's in chapter 8. It's like chapter 8, and that's on thoughts and mindset. So key number 92 says the first change that must take place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you can change the way that you're living and the way that you move. To change your habits, change your thoughts. To change your thoughts, change your words and your beliefs. Do you understand? Do you understand that your beliefs are nothing more than a thought that you continue to think? So if we want to change our beliefs, we're going to change our thoughts. And if we can change our thoughts, we can start doing that by changing our words. You know what I mean? The first change must take place in your mind. You definitely do need this book. That was just key 92. The first change must take place in your mind. We keep trying to do it all these other ways. We keep thinking if I change this exterior thing about me, it'll be better. If I have this thing over here, it'll be better. No, the change has to happen within. The change has to happen within. So to change your mind, change your habits. To change your habits, change your thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your beliefs. Let's get it together. Let's make it happen. This morning, we scratched the surface. We was talking about maximizing our potential. We was talking about our routines, having routines that align with the life that we want to see created. And we talked about being bloodline breakers and what that means for us as those who are breaking generational curses. That's what we talked about this morning on this morning's broadcast. Tonight, we're going to take it to another level. Tonight, we definitely going to go just a little bit deeper. That's why I was reading from this Manifesting You book, because I wanted you to hear the life that's within these pages. And by all means, go and get your copy. Go to brianhyppolite.com and go and get you a book that's so good that it's going to look wore down like this, because you're going to be reading it so much. I know people that have told me this book has been out for almost 6 years. They've read it every year. I know people who I hear every day from somebody around this globe that says this book changed their life. Whether it was reading the book, reading the ebook, listening to the audiobook, which is streaming on all platforms, go to brianhyppolite.com, get your copy. You can even get an autographed copy. You can even get a one-on-one coaching call if you want to go a little bit deeper on how to manifest the life that you want. All right. Now, by the way, because I don't want to forget, I want to remind y'all, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on IG, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching from anywhere except Twitch, you're only catching the echoes of what's going on. You're only getting a little bit of what's actually happening. There's so much more going on that you're not getting if you're not watching this on Twitch. So I implore you, come over to Twitch and join the channel so that you can get all the great stuff that happens. The first 111 people, because this is a new channel, it's only like 3 weeks old. The first 111 people that subscribe to it are getting access to Manifest University. You're going to get access to all of my books, my ebooks, my audio books, all that great stuff. You're going to get access to my classes. So please come over so you can be a part of the dope stuff that's going on. Join my family, join my community, so I can give you soul food every day. All right. So for the full experience, for the Manifest Nation hotline, so you can call in and talk to me, so you get the replays. All that is happening on Twitch. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't wait, because it's transformation happening every day. This is what I really want you to understand. What I really want y'all to know is that these words aren't just ink on paper. They're mirrors. And if you saw yourself in that passage that I've read, or any of the things that I've read, that's your spirit's telling you it's time. So who felt called out by their spirit while I was reading from the book? Drop a flame in the chat if it hit home for you. If any of the things that I was talking about, exposing the self-sabotage, the mindset rewiring, or the cost of your unhealed patterns hit home, do me a favor, drop a flame in the chat if it hit home. And then I want to hear about it. I would love to have a conversation with you about what you feel you should be doing different to create the reality that you desire. I really want to know what it is that you feel you should be doing different to create the reality that you desire. Drop it in the chat for me. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. The Manifest Nation hotline is open. I want to take my first call of the day. 813-686-0963. You could dial this number right now and you can speak to me live on the air and we could talk about it. Call me and tell me, when you heard that passage that was just read, what did it expose in you? 813-686-0963. 813-686-0963. I feel like Miss Cleo. Call me now. What part made you feel seen? What part that I read called you out? Let me know. I want to talk about it. And if you can't call, put it in the chat. But I would love to have a conversation with someone that's willing to be honest and open. It is what it is, because we keep getting exposed by our truths. The wonderful thing about truth is no matter how long you've been without it, and no longer how long it's been since you had it, you recognize it when it shows up. I'm not saying you accept it. Everyone don't accept it, but everybody knows the truth when it shows up. They may not like it. They may not enjoy it, but they know it's the truth. So what happened when your spirit heard the truth from the passages that I was reading from the book? Did it call you out? Did it hit you in the chest? If it did, this is a perfect opportunity for you to Speak truth to yourself. If truth is speaking to you, speak some truth back. And speaking some truth back might sound something like, I am no longer going to hide from my truth. Matter of fact, repeat after me. Let's get some powerful affirmations that are affirming this new intention that you are going to lead your life with. I am no longer hiding from my truth. Can you say that? Can you say that? Can you be honest when you say it? I'm not asking you to repeat it just for the sake of doing it. Ain't like I can hear you. But I'm asking you to say the words that will reprogram you, right? Because like the book just said, if a change is going to take place, it must first take place in your mind. And how do we make changes in our mind? Starting with our words. Our words cast spells. Our words are powerful. You say your mind hear anything enough time and believes it. That's why y'all believe so many lies. You've heard them enough times. We grew up hearing lies and we believe them as true. And we've been going through life, maneuvering through life, using lies as our guiding tools. Thank God for the truth though, right? I am no longer hiding from my truth. Are you bold enough to say that? Are you real enough with yourself to say that? How about this? I am safe to grow, safe to change, and safe to elevate. I am safe to grow, safe to change, and safe to elevate. Yeah. Try this one. My highest self is not waiting. It's waking. My highest self is not waiting. It's waking. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake up. And you know, that's why a little bit of this might feel a little uncomfortable, like someone's shaking you, like when someone's waking you up out your sleep. And you know, you have a tendency to kind of cover your eyes or pull the cover over or whatever you can do to preserve the darkness that you've been in. But no, wake your ass up. It's something that you need to see. It's something that you need to understand right now. There's a God within you that's rising. There's a dreamer within you that's waking up. And for the first time in I don't know how long, it's allowed to dream. It's permitted to dream. I know. I'm already knowing. You ain't got to tell me your story. I know life told you there's no room here for your dreams. I know life told you you could pack that up and leave it in your childhood. This is the real world. Get over here and do what we talking about. I know life told you to silence those dreams of yours. Listen, awaken. Oh, sleeping giant, awaken. Oh, dreamer, awaken. Get up and pull what's inside you outside of it. Take it out of your mind, put it in your hands. Whatever reality you want to see, you can create it. Matter of fact, the fact that you desire it is proof that it's already yours. All you got to do is go through with the rest of the work, aligning with it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Say this, I am manifesting me right now. I am manifesting me right now. We're not manifesting our wounds no more. We're not manifesting the pain. We're not manifesting the grief. We're not manifesting what the trauma was talking about. We're not manifesting what our fears told us. We're not manifesting what the doubt said, what the doubter said, what the doubting said. We're not, none of that. That's not the time we on. You know what type of time we on? We on that I'm manifesting me, the greatest version of me right now. Right now, not tomorrow. Not next week, not next month, but right now. And what does that mean for you? What does it mean for you to be manifesting the greatest version of you? Because a greater existence is different for all of us. It's absolutely different for all of us, but you should know what your greater existence is. And 9 times out of 10, when I get to talking to somebody, whether it's face to face or them through mentorship or whatever, and I asked them, what does your greater existence look like? Most of the time, people don't know. Y'all don't know. You just know you want it to be better than what you currently got. You just know you want better than what your right now reality is. But that's not what I'm asking you. I'm not asking you what's better. I'm asking you what's best for you. I'm not asking you to build your reality from the ground up. I'm asking you to create it from the heavens. I'm asking you to create it from the apex. I'm asking you to tap in you with your spirit and see what your spirit talk about, not what your humanity talking about. You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, you be giving too much time, too much airplay to your humanity. And that's, you know, with all due respect, the weakest part of you. It is what it is. That's the weak. Not only is the weakest, it's the smallest part of you. Not only is the smallest, it's the least significant part of you. But that's the part that we be giving all our attention to. That's the part that we let live our life, rule our lives. That's the part that we got in the driver's seat of our lives. We got our mind and our body steering our lives, steering us through life. Don't you know you're a spiritual being? You're a spiritual being. You're more vibration than you are physical body. You're more spirit than you are mind. So why are you paying more attention to your mind and your body than your spirit and your frequency, spirit and your vibration? That's how you know you've been living life backwards. It's okay. Nobody told, no, don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. Be mad at them people who lied to you. Be mad at the people who came before you and left you their generational curses. I'm just the one that here showing you how to break them and how to create generational wealth along the way. You hear me? It's all about taking it to the next level. Reading is one thing, but living it is another, man. Living it is a whole nother. It's too many people that got all the quotes. You know, you done read it a lot. You done did a lot of reading. You got all the quotes. None of the results, though. None of the results, though. And you might be fooling them. Because there's a lot of people out here that still just, they good for it. They whatever you talking, if it sound good, they go with it. I be looking at the results. First of all, I speak energy before I speak anything else. That's my first language. Energy is my first language. So your energy gonna tell me, your energy and your results gonna tell me what you committed to. I hear what you're saying. I'm hearing what you're saying, but your energy and your results gonna tell me what you committed to. Can't fake that. You can't fake that at all. Knowledge is potential. We grew up hearing this lie. Let's uncover all as many lies as we can. We grew up hearing this lie that knowledge is power. Did you hear that? I remember hearing that. I remember them folks telling me knowledge is power. That's a lie. Knowledge is not power. No part of knowledge is power. The application of knowledge is power, though. Yeah, absolutely. The application of knowledge is power. But there's a lot of people walking around with knowledge feeling like it's power, but you're not applying it at all. So it's nothing. It's just words. Matter of fact, if when the time comes to do something that you quote unquote know to do, but you don't do it, you don't know that shit. Y'all hear me? You don't know that shit. I ain't gonna put you on blast, so I'm whispering so nobody else hear me. But you don't know that shit. Because if you knew it, you would do it when it's time to do it. You could tell me you know long division when it's time to do it. If you can't, you don't know it. You might have an awareness of things. You might have some knowledge of things, but you don't know it. You know, the word no, and if you've been around me for a while, if you've been in Manifest University, if you've been in my mentorship, you might have heard this already. But the word no, like K-N-O-W, the word no derives from the Hebrew word genosko. Genosko is the same word that's in the biblical text that said God knew you when you was in your mother's womb and numbered the hairs on your head. It's the same way that they say Adam knew Eve and conceived Seth. Back in the day, they used to say, oh, they know each other. And the old folks that were saying that, they were saying, oh, they fucking. They've been intimate is what they were saying. Excuse my language. That word know is a word of intimacy, of deep knowing, of deep understanding. So when you know something, you are intimate with it. You are interlocked with it. There's not a separation between that and you. So stop talking about the things that you know. If you're not executing, if you're not applying it, you don't know it. I don't believe you. Stop capping. Knowledge is in power. The application of knowledge is power. And this is where most people fail. They highlight the book. They clap in the sermons. They drop the ones in the chat. They nod at the podcast. But they don't apply it. I tell you what, man, I'll be completely honest with you. And for some of y'all that have been rocking with me for a long time, I'm gonna tell you something that I know you don't know, because I ain't never said this to y'all. But I pulled away from my online community and started looking for a more aligned thing for me to do when I realized that there was, we had 200 people each year, 200 to 300 people each year join Manifest University. And when I was just doing these classes, it felt so cool that I get on Zoom and there's all these people there and we having a great time. The class be done, the chat going for hours. People just still on the Zoom call hours after the class done, just being a community. It was a vibe. And everyone would always be saying things like, man, this is church, or this is what church is supposed to be like, or this feels like all of that, right? And then I started to realize there was a lot of people treating it like church. And when I mean treating it like church, I mean you showing up and you having a good time. You hooting, which is the gateway drug to hollering. You hooting and hollering. You doing all this performative stuff that feel good, but you ain't applying none of this. And by the second or third year of Manifest University, I knew there was people who were showing up every day who wasn't applying none of it, because they were still asking me the same questions. They were still in the same place. There's no way you should be around me if you and taking the information I'm giving you. If you're applying it, there's no rhyme or reason why you should still be in the same place a year later. But you showing up. But think about it. How many times? I mean, we've seen that. We've seen that so many places. The people are showing up, showing out, but they're not applying that stuff. And their life reflects it. Unapplied wisdom is wasted wealth. Y'all want to be wealthy, but God already gave you wisdom and you're not applying it. Not only the wisdom to get wealth you're on your own, but the wisdom to become the version of you that can do so. And you're not applying that. That's wasted wealth. And this is why my mentorship exists, to be honest with you, because I wanted to align with the people who were really serious about making a change. I wanted to align with the people who wanted to take the information and execute it and come back to me with some results that we could talk about. So I had to switch up my game plan and make something else that was more aligned with me. Because listen, I'm not here to prostitute my energy. I'm not going to pimp or prostitute my energy. And the moment I feel like that's what's going on, I'm out of here. I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all money. I don't need none of that. I'm here because I have a divine purpose and a divine assignment. The moment that I feel like I've placed myself in a place where my energy is being pimped or prostituted, and what I mean by that is like, just because you paid for it, I got to show up and give you what you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. No, that's why even my mentorship now, I've given people their money back. You go to brianhyppolite.com and you can join the mentorship. I got 2 different mentorships available depending on how deep down you want to go, how great you want to be. And I mean, if you're just trying to change your life and change it around from get away from where you stuck at, you can join Manifest Mentorship, man. That's $2,000 for 6 months of mentorship. You really you want me to work with you for 6 months to not only change your life, but give you the blueprint and set up to change your legacy. You want me to work with you to create an asset, like help you publish a book. You join the Manifest Mastery. That's a $10,000 program. I'm working with you for 6 months and you're not going to be the same after that. And your family, your bloodline going to thank you for that. But listen, there are people who have gone to brianhyppolite.com and purchased a $2,000 mentorship, a $10,000 mentorship. And then once we do our first one-on-one and I see what the way that this person is, the way that they move and the type of energy they on, and I decide I don't want to work with this person for the next 6 months. I don't feel like giving my time to this person for the next 6 months. I give them their money back. I tell people all the time, let's do an interview first. That's why I tell y'all in like on IG, on TikTok and all that, I say put 25 in the chat or put mentor in the chat and I'll send you the information so we can do an interview so I can tell you about the mentorship program. But really, I'm filling you out. To be honest with you, I'm filling you out because I value my time, my energy, and my essence so much. I refuse to be anywhere that I don't want to be, having to deal with someone I don't want to deal with just because they can afford me. You can't. You can't afford that because that ain't for sale. But that comes with a level of knowing my worth. That really comes with a level of knowing my worth, adding tax plus interest. And that's what I invite you all to do. Big shout out to Rhonda. That's Manifest University alumni right there. And listen, she done things that she was talking about years ago. I'm seeing her do. I'm seeing her create. And I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the results let me, hold on. I love to see that. I love to see that. We ain't just talking, we execute and we get into it. That's why I'm here. Not for the hooping and hollering, but for the life changing, for the generations that are changing. This woman right here is changing generations. She's impacting generations. And that's what her plan was. And that's what I'm here for. You know, some lessons you just can't read. Some lessons you just can't read. You got to walk them out, and you got to walk them out with guidance. That's what my mentorship is for. If that's something that you're interested in, definitely send me a message, send me a DM, and I will definitely get you more information on that so we could do our one-on-one intake interview so I can fill you out and I could give you more information on the program and we can see if we're a proper fit for each other. Or, you know, you could roll the dice. You could definitely go to brianhyppolite.com, skip the interview, purchase your mentorship, and then we'll have our interview and we'll see how that goes. But that's why some people feel stuck. Even though they've been learning for years, they haven't been applying. Because I know a lot of people who have tried to climb a mountain alone without a map and without a guide, and they ain't get there. They ain't accomplished their goal. It's so much easier to do when you are working with someone who's been there, who can give you the directions, who can give you the guidance. And that's what Manifest Mentorship is all about. That's the power of Manifest Mentorship. You know, so we don't just talk about concepts, we implement them into your daily life. Who knows you've been learning a lot, but applying too little? If you're willing to be honest with me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you know that you've been learning a lot, but applying too little, there's more application that should be taking place for all of the knowledge that you got and all the purpose that's within inside you. Can you be honest about it? Is there anybody willing to be honest about that? Do you have the results that align with the level of knowledge that you have? If not, what is it that we need to be doing different? We need to be applying that knowledge, right? Listen, I'm going to open up the hotline again. If you want to talk about it, you can give me a call right here. Let's talk live on the air. Area code 813-686-0963. Again, that's area code 813-686-0963. Call me and tell me, what's the gap between what you know and how you're living? So we could talk about closing that gap. All right. If you're going to call me so we can have this conversation live on air and we could discuss what will help you close that gap starting tonight. 686-0963. That's the Manifest Nation hotline. It's open right now. If you want to ring it, I want to talk to you. And I'm looking forward to that conversation. Information without application is self-sabotage in disguise, y'all. It really is. Information without application is self-sabotage in disguise, and it leads to stagnation. Let me take it a little bit deeper though. You know you mostly water, right? Like, your body, I forgot what the number is. It's 80, 90, whatever it is, whatever that percentage is. You're mostly water. Your body, you're really pretty much a plant with complex emotions. But you have the same genetic makeup. I mean, you have similar things in you. A lot of the same things in you that a plant has. You are made of water. You are fed by the sun, empowered by the moon. Did you know that? And I brought that up to say, have you ever seen stagnant water? Have you ever seen water that had something coming in, but no way for it to go out? Have you ever seen stagnant water? After some time, it starts to stink. After some time, it starts to grow algae. After some time, it does not having no flow. It's not even something that you want to be in. Not something you want to walk in, swim in, ain't drinkable. It's not for you, because you need a flow. And you're mostly water. So for those who are obtaining all this knowledge, but not allowing that knowledge to pass through them, not allowing it to come out through your execution. You just keep taking the knowledge, getting in courses, taking classes, reading this, listening to that. You getting all this knowledge, but you're not executing it and allowing it to flow through you. That leads to a stagnant life. Who came to this life at this intersection of time and space to be stagnant? Drop a 1 in the chat if you showed up to be stagnant. I'm quite sure nobody did. So it's time to start executing this information. It really is. It's time to be more conscious with the way that we're living. That's why what we're talking about right now is internal engineering. If that's not a term that you're familiar with, I want you to get very familiar with it. Because we say that something is engineered well when it's operating the way it's desired, when it's operating the way it was engineered and created to. If your life is not showing you the results that it's operating as desired, and that it's not creating what it was designed to, which is abundance, which is opportunity, then listen, you got to change your internal engineering. There's something wrong with your internal design that you got going on. And I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about your core belief systems. We're talking about your habits. We're talking about whether you're reacting or responding to life. We're talking about your consciousness. Family, manifesting you is about becoming the version of you that can actually hold the blessings that you're looking for. There's way too many of us petitioning God, ancestors in the universe for things that you aren't capable of holding in your hands. If it do show up at your doorstep, if Amazon Prime drop it off to you right now, you're going to lose it. You're going to destroy it. You're going to break it, because you're not the version of yourself that can hold on to that thing. There's a mate that you want right now that's looking for you. That mate that you're looking for, that mate looking for you too. But you know what? God protecting them from your ass right now, because you got to get it together. Because if he came into your life, or she came into your life right now with the mindset that you have and the internal wounds that you still have not dealt with the outdated thinking that you still running around with, you're going to destroy that relationship. You're going to destroy that opportunity. There's a business situation that's waiting to manifest in your life right now. We can't land in your life because you got too much BS going on. There's too many people connected to you that's not a part of your divine plan. There's some great. I was on a plane a few days ago. And we had to circle the airport. Yo, we was where was that? San Antonio. We had to circle the San Antonio airport a few times because the runway was too crowded. We couldn't land. We couldn't land because the runway was too crowded. There are so many things in your life right now that want to land in your life and want to touch down in your life, but your runway too crowded. You got too many things in the way. Too many things that don't belong there and need to go to their proper place so that what you want can come into your life. And the problem is you won't know what many of these things are that should be removed if you're not moving from consciousness. Now think about it. If you're not moving from consciousness, what does that mean for you? That means you're moving unconsciously. And if you're moving unconsciously, that means you're living by accident. If you're living like that, yeah, you should be stressed. Stress should be normal. Anxiety should be normal. Worry, fear, doubt, disbelief should be normal. You flying with no route. You moving with no exact destination. You just going with whatever life is giving you. That's not going to get you where you want to go. Your blessing isn't waiting on God. I hate to burst your bubble. And your blessing ain't waiting on God. It's waiting on you to become the person that could keep it alive. It's waiting on you to become the person that can allow it to grow. A woman told me the other day that she wants a man like me. And I said, well, what would you do with him? Could you add value to him? Because a man like me is looking for a woman that's going to add value to him. How would you add value to him? She stopped. And she just started mumbling through the normal standard things that are said of how you would bring value to a situation. And that's cool. And that's fine. I'm not trying to dispute that, man. But is that intrinsically valuable? Because what she said, I was like, that sounds good, but that's not what would be valuable to me. So I left her with, like, when you do cross paths with that man, ask him. And sisters, I'm going to give you this game, this jewel, and please take it to heart. Ask that man what's intrinsically valuable to him. Brothers, take the same advice. Ask that woman what's valuable to her. So you can add value. So you can honor that and add value to that. Because that's what love is. Love is anxious to meet a need, and it loves to add value to anything. That's how you know I love you, because I'm sitting here adding value to you. When you see me say, I appreciate your existence, I mean that literally. It's not just a catchphrase. I'm saying I show up to add value to your existence. I appreciate your existence. I level up your existence. That's what I'm doing. Find out what's valuable and then be willing to add value. Your blessing is awaiting on God, is waiting on you to become the person that can keep it alive. With the type of blessing I am, I pray him, God, don't never place me in somebody's hands who don't have the capacity to add value to me. And I tell you what, if it was to happen, it was for me to know. For me to see, yeah, that's not where you're supposed to be. Was you gonna stay here because it's comfortable, because it's familiar, or any of that, or are you gonna align with yourself with what you need? But I mean, with the way that I'm moving, I'm gonna spot that a mile away. I've given enough of me to people who did not have the capacity. Great people, phenomenal beings, but did not have the capacity at this stage of their life to honor what I require and desire. And that's okay. There's somebody else for you. But what I'm on requires a higher level of intention and consciousness, because I like reciprocation. And I'm going to show up with a high level of intention and consciousness. Nothing is going to be happening by accident. I'm planning and I'm making it happen because that's what I desire for us. And I require that level of intention to be reciprocated. So if you ain't got it, then you ain't got it. It's all good. It's all good. I've acquired consciousness though. And consciousness means awareness plus intention. If you need to write that down, go ahead and write that down. Consciousness means awareness plus intention. Awareness of your patterns. Intention to break them and replace them with patterns of power. Is that what you want? Is that what you're willing to do? Or are you the type of person that when someone brings you the awareness of something that you're doing wrong, you get defensive and you start manipulating your way out of the situation, or you start doing whatever you can to not be accountable to what's being brought to you because you didn't want to deny the consciousness, the responsibility that comes with attention and awareness. Lord have mercy. I don't know what my bro made in that drink, but it's good. It's good. I want to remind y'all who are just joining, this is where the subscription to the Manifest Nation channel on Twitch comes into play, because this nation isn't just streams, isn't just lives. It's a family that keeps you accountable every day. Big shout out to everyone who got in the 30-day Manifest Bootcamp. And when you got there this morning for our first day of it, you found out that you thought you were signing up just for 30 days of guidance, but I wanted to bless you with something bigger. So you got 90 days of it. 90 days of unlearning the destructive mindsets and habits and installing the ones that are going to lead you to your greatness, to your glory, to your success, and to your goals. Listen, I told y'all for about at least 4 weeks that we would start in September 1st. And I told y'all, y'all had up till noon today. So, you know, it's too late for everyone else that didn't get in. But for those who did, you getting blessed. You getting blessed. And I knew the whole time. I knew the whole time that I was going to bless y'all like this. I just wasn't going to say it. But I knew it. Those who aligned with this was going to get a big time blessing. And here it is for y'all. So listen, let that be a lesson, man. Stop hesitating. When these good opportunities come your way for you to be greater, stop hesitating. Because y'all don't hesitate when someone hits you up and say, hey, let's go do this. Let's go here. Let's go there. Y'all don't hesitate. You make time for the things that's important to you. You find the money for the things. But, you know, when it comes to investing in your greatness, oh, now you need to budget for it. Now you don't got time. Now you got to check your schedule. You're going to be the same person next year. You're going to be with the same struggles, different set of excuses and a different outfit, but the same shit. I'll be here. And I guarantee you whatever I'm offering next year is going to be more expensive. Because you know what? Yesterday's price is not today's price. Let me tell y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Matter of fact, you should get into the mentorship now. And this is why. Because I haven't announced this publicly, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, the NAACP is honoring me with the legacy. What is it? It's not a legacy award. It's an emerging legacy award. The NAACP of Cherokee County, Georgia, is honoring me with the emerging legacy award in October next month. I got to pull up. I think it's like 17th and the 19th. I got to pull up. Got a whole award ceremony for me and all this dope stuff. When I tell you, after I get this NAACP award, my price is going up again. You better tap in. You better tap in with me now. You better tap in with me now. If you're ready to elevate your consciousness, drop a 1 in the chat. Do us all that favor. Let me know who's in here. Drop a 1 in the chat. Thank you, Sheila. If you're ready to elevate your consciousness, drop a 1 in the chat. Because listen, like I said, manifestation is not about the stream. It's not about this situation. You get access to our Discord, which is our online community that's growing on a daily basis. You get access to the vault of previous lives, previous classes, my eBooks, my audio books, all types of things that I've created just for your personal development, your evolution, and your elevation. So all you gotta do to be in alignment with that is subscribe to the channel on Twitch. You can click the link on my bio, or you can go to twitch.com and look me up. Or you can go to brianhyppolite.com and there's a link there as well. However you get to it. Lock in with me on Twitch, subscribe to the channel, and get this access, and allow me the pleasure of building with you on a daily basis in my online community, Manifest University. And big shout out to everyone in here from the mighty MU. You know I love y'all to life. I want to take a moment, though, to pause for a reset. Because what I want you to do is to envision your growth. You know, if you're not driving a motor vehicle right now, if you're not tending to a small child, if you have the ability to just dedicate the next 45 seconds just to yourself, and if it's safe for you to do so, I invite you to just close your eyes and take a deep breath. You say, unfollowed. You never followed me back. Why would I have? What level of entitlement? Matter of fact, don't worry about it. You could join the block party for talking crazy like that. What level of entitlement? Why would I follow you back? Just what you got going on? I don't even know why I'm talking to him. He's not here anymore. Like I said, go ahead and close your eyes. Go ahead and close your eyes and breathe. Picture yourself as the highest version of you. Disciplined, aligned, radiant. See that version of you living the life you've been dreaming about. Notice how that version of you carries themselves. Notice how they refuse to tolerate certain things. Notice how they engage with others that they care about. Notice the energy they hold. You see it, you feel it. Now step into that vision. Inhale it. Say this with me. I am not becoming. I already am. I am not becoming. I already am. My highest self is here. My highest self is here. Can you say that? Can you feel that within your core, within your spirit? Say this. I manifest boldly, unapologetically, and abundantly. I manifest boldly, unapologetically, and abundantly. Say this. I am living proof of alignment. I am living proof of alignment. Now do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Do another one, but this time inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. Okay? I'm going to do it with you. Go. Lungs. Fill them lungs. Exhale. I love the way that feels. I love the the calm that just comes over me every time I do that 3 or 4 times. And if you didn't feel the calm come over you, do it a few more times. If you know tonight is your wake-up call, drop a 1 in the chat. If you know tonight is your wake-up call for the fact that you need to start executing in alignment, drop a 1 in the chat. If this Manifesting You book that I read earlier spoke to your spirit, I want you to call in and declare your breakthrough. Put your transformation in words. If this book has inspired you to do something great with yourself, with your life, and with your legacy. So let's do one last opportunity. If you want to talk, let's talk. You could call me and we could talk live on the air, 813-686-0963. This is a powerful book. Sheila said, I love this book. Yeah, absolutely. And it loves you back, Sheila. It loves you back. 813-686-0963. If you're brave enough, you want to talk about the transformation that you are declaring in your life, I want to hear about it. Give me a call on the Manifest Nation hotline. You can call right now and talk to me. Don't be scared. Put your transformation into words. Now, for everyone else, I want you to give me a number between 1 and 111, so I can read you another key, another powerful key from this powerful book. This is what it's all about. I pray this has been a wonderful, powerful live and stream for y'all that's been adding value to you, because that's what I showed up for. I ain't come to play no games. I didn't come to try to get anything from you. I just want to get something to you. Yeah. Key number 7. That's the popular one of the night. We'll read it again because we read it. We read it earlier, but we definitely gonna read it again. Key number 7 from this book is about freeing your energy. Take these steps to create a high vibrational lifestyle. So these are things that you can do to create a high vibrational lifestyle. Talk to yourself kindly and with positivity. Challenge yourself daily. Work out and read often. Learn something new every day. Create a lifestyle of love around you. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Walk away from drama. Express gratitude. And always flow with life. That's key number 7, giving you some things to do to create a high vibrational lifestyle around you. Because quite often, we're doing everything that's keeping us at low vibrations, and that's why we're only getting what's available to us on that lower vibration. You know, everything happens, everything is in its proper place. Sometimes except you. But there's things that you want that's at your next level. And you know how you get to your next level? When the problems of this level, it's no longer a problem for you. You've played video games, you play games, you grew up with something that showed you, that told you, that made you understand you don't get past this level until the challenges of this level are no longer a challenge for you. And there's things at this level that you're at that's obviously a challenge for you, because that's why you're not at your next level. There's some things you need to stop doing, some things you need to start doing. There's some things you need to get better at dealing with and handling. Many of you, it's the way that you react to life. You can't get to your next level because you still react to life at the way that's going to keep you at this level. You can't hold on to yourself. You stay committed to whatever comes your way that makes you feel whatever way it makes you feel. And you react instead of responding. And what is that? Moving unconsciously. What is consciousness? I told y'all earlier, and I told you to write it down. What is consciousness? Awareness plus intention. Yeah. Key number one, I see my Manifest University brother Jimmy said on Twitch to read key number one. I got you. And I know he know this. Jimmy probably know this book by heart. I was grateful yesterday. There was a sister that was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still in the room, but Rhonda from Manifest University, she had sent me a screenshot, or she sent me a video of her office, her micro school that she started. And hanging up in the classroom were pictures from this book, keys from this book. And that's dope. That's really dope to me. So look, check this out. Key number one: commit to your journey of self-development and alignment. You are your first line of defense. In a solid act of self-interest and preservation, you must be willing to abandon anything or anyone that is counterproductive to the reality you want. Love yourself with purpose and legacy so selfishly that you'd kill anything that threatens your future on sight, even the present day version of you. You can't heal in the same environment you got sick. That applies across physical, mental, and spiritual realms. So commit to your journey of self-development and alignment. Many of you have committed to a journey, but not to the alignment that's required for you to get to where you want to go. Small alignments lead to big adjustments. Some of y'all have had to get your car realigned. What happened that made you have to do that? You started to see that your car was moving to the left or moving to the right. It wasn't staying on course. It wasn't staying the way it was supposed to. It was out of alignment. And to be honest with you, I mean, you could look at your tire and not see any big difference in it. You can feel it. And if you did not check that, it was going to get worse. And if you were driving down the road, it's going to lean to the left or lean to the right. And if you don't fix that, it's going to take you into a whole nother lane. Many of y'all ain't in your lane. There's so much less traffic in your lane, but you won't stay in your lane because you stay out of alignment. Let me drop a bomb on that. You got to stay in alignment. And the way that you do that is by removing the things that pull you out of alignment. People want to talk about manifestation, and the first thing that you think is about creating things. You think about adding and what I must do, what must I bring in order to alignment. And let me tell you, with all these years of experience of teaching this subject, manifestation has a lot more to do with what you stop doing than what you start doing. Because most of you just need to stop what's taking you out of alignment, and your manifestation is going to happen. Your manifestation is going to come to, because it's coming down your lane, but you don't be in your lane because you out of alignment. So you know what I'm talking about? If you talk to a pilot, if you talk to the captain of a ship, they would tell you that the smallest degree out of alignment, if not corrected, if left unchecked, would lead to a vastly different destination. We planning on going here. We just this much out of alignment. But that over time, that misalignment compounds and takes you somewhere else that you're not meant to be. Is this too deep for you? It's too heavy for you? Let me know. Let me know, because I know I'm gonna go a little bit deeper on the evening broadcast. If you need the lighter, you know, you might want to pull up in the morning. But we're talking about living a life that is going to allow us to create the desired results. So you're going to have to be conscious, which is awareness, plus intention, right? You're going to have to use your awareness plus intention to have that thing that you want. Nothing worth having is ever created without intention. The thing is, your reality is no different. It's a great day to be greater than you've ever been. It's a great day. I want to read you key 36. I just opened up the book, and this is what I was talking about this morning, matter of fact. Because since we're talking about being in alignment, this morning we was talking about our morning routines. How you start, if you start in alignment, you can stay in alignment. If you can win your morning, you can often win your day. If you can win your day, you win your life, you win your destiny. But if for those who are going through your days and feeling like your days are in chaos, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 of you start your morning in chaos. You start your morning immediately responding to needs, responding to the expectations, responding to whatever you didn't do yesterday, not creating space for alignment, just reacting to life, living unconsciously. And that's chaotic. Consciousness is chaotic. So this should feel stressed. It should feel unpleasant because you're not going through your life the right way. Hear me and hear me well. If you start the day with clarity, you're much more likely to go through your day with clarity. You're much more likely to seek clarity throughout your day, no matter what comes your way. If you start your day with distractions, you are much more, this is psychology. You are much more likely to entertain distractions throughout the day. If you wake up and the first thing you do is grab your phone, get on this phone and just start scrolling on this phone and just holding space for whatever this world wants to put in your face, it's more than likely chaotic. It's more than likely not in alignment with what you need to be doing. But outside of all that, what you've done is you've told yourself through your actions, this is more important. The distraction is more important because it's not what you need to be doing. So it's a distraction. The distraction is anything that stops you from starting something you need to do. A disruption is something that stops you from finishing something that you've started. Did you get that? A distraction is something that stops you from starting something you need to do. A disruption is something that stops you from finishing something you started. And if you are going to feed yourself a distraction first thing in the morning, you are going to have an appetite for distractions. Listen, like I know, you start your day off with juicing or with a smoothie or with something good for your body. You go through the rest of the day wanting to put good stuff in your body. Like I know, you start your day with morning sex. You want some more. You want some more throughout the day. Whatever you start your day with is often what is going to carry through your day. That's also why we say, stop yelling at your kids in the morning on the way to school because they ain't do whatever you told them to do the way you told them to do it and expecting them to go to school and perform well. Because you are creating a chaotic environment and then expecting them to do better. Let's do better as parents. You did what I'm saying? I'm not sure why you have them in public school anyway, but that's a whole nother conversation. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm judging you. Do your thing. But I'm gonna read you key number 36 because it's all about giving yourself to yourself. And this is one of the first things that I prescribe. When someone comes into my mentorship, this is one of the first things that I'm telling you, all right, this is going to be the hard reset. You need to start your day by giving yourself to yourself. All right, let's read this. Every new day is the greatest opportunity you've ever had to be greater than you've ever been. To maximize your potential, each day should start before the demands of your life require your focus. Begin with a period of silence and observation before planning and problem solving, before the kids wake up, before your spouse needs you, before getting back to whatever you didn't finish yesterday, before you give yourself to anything else. Give yourself to yourself. No phone, no TV, no radio, no outside opinions or agendas, no frequency other than your own. Let that permeate. Self-discipline is one of the greatest expressions of self-love. Putting off an immediate desire for a long-term benefit is as real love gets. So every day, you need to give yourself to yourself before you give yourself to anything or anyone else. I mentor so many people, and this goes back to me asking you, what's your greater resistance look like? And them not being able to answer that question because they don't spend no time with themselves. Now, you can't tell me you have a good relationship with self if y'all don't spend no time together. The same way you couldn't imagine having a good relationship with me or anyone else if you don't spend no time with them. So in that time comes clarity. In that time comes knowledge. You know, it's the knowledge of self that brings you the love of self. That knowledge of self brings that love of self. The same way when you're getting to know somebody, you dating somebody, you getting to know somebody, it's finding out the knowledge of them, the knowledge about them that makes you like them, makes you desire more of them, right? That knowledge creates the space for the love. That love creates the space for respect, right? It starts with a knowledge of self leads to a love of self. A love of self leads to respect of self. A respect of self leads to self-discipline. Because of that love, because of that knowledge, that leads to self-discipline. You don't have the self-discipline, and I know you don't, because you don't have the results that say you do. So you could keep lying to everyone else. I'm going off the results though. So if you need to change that, you're going to have to get a deeper knowledge of self so you can acquire a proper love of self, which is going to lead to a proper respect of self, which will lead to a proper discipline. And that discipline going to change it all because your life rests on the shoulders of your beliefs and your disciplines. What you have in your life right now is because of your beliefs and your disciplines, whether you want to admit it or not. Nina said, help me, please. Let's do it. Nina, listen, send me a DM and I'll get you the information so you can join my mentorship program. I can work with you for 6 months, 6 to 8 months, helping you move things out your way and get in alignment so that you can have the life and create the legacy that you were meant to. Let's do that. Make sure you send me a DM. I would, leave the live right now and send that to me and then come right back. But let's start that process. If you're serious about change, if any of y'all are serious about change, don't waste my time. I ain't going to let you anyway. But if you're serious about change, let's link up. They call me the Manifest Mentor for a reason. I'm going to show you how to manifest the life that you desire, create the reality that you're meant to have, get you out of your mind and get connected to your spirit so you can start living this life the right way instead of going through it backwards like you've been doing. With these fake beliefs, these doubts, it's time. You know what? I want you to commit that today will be the last day that you are living a life that reflects your traumas, your trials, your fears, and your doubts, and that you are going to start living a life that reflects your greatness, the potential that's within you, your glory, your purpose, your power. Don't you know your purpose and your power are much greater than your problems? Why are you tripping? Why are you allowing these problems of life to stare you through it when everything in you is way more powerful? It's time for you to Tap into your divinity and stop suffering from your humanity. You know, if you're suffering from anything, that means there's something you could be doing different that'll create a different result. For suffering to take place, you have to participate. I'm gonna just give you a moment to think about that. So yeah, suffering can't take place without your participation. Some of y'all don't like that. And I know you don't like it because you rather be the victim. It's another reason why you ain't where you're supposed to be and why you haven't met that next level, because that addiction to victimhood is keeping you at such a low vibration. You can't even receive those things that you want, those things that you should have, because vibrationally you don't match. Those things that you want, they coming right by you, but you don't fit the description of what they looking for because you're at a whole different vibration because of that victimhood that you holding on to. You got to start participating in your suffering. Why are we doing that? Why are we holding? Can somebody call this number? Somebody come talk to me. 813-686-0963. Somebody tell me, why are you wrapped up in this victimhood mentality? Somebody tell me. I want to hear from you. I want to know. Why are you holding on to it? And what is it robbing from you? What is it robbing from you? What has it already cost you? Man. It definitely did. It definitely did. You are wired. I won't say you, we are wired for survival. Wired to just get by. And there's many of you that are hustling, grinding, trying to work your way out of survival mode. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not even possible to work your way out of survival mode. That's why I'm saying it's not going to happen. Not because I don't believe in you, but because that's not how you get out of survival mode. You can't work your way out of into thriving mode. That's not how it happens. You have to align with thriving mode. You hear me? There's no amount of working that you can do there's not enough surviving that you can do to succeed out of survival mode. It don't happen like that. Because the things that you do in survival mode and the things that you do in thriving mode are two completely different things. The roads to surviving and the roads to thriving, two different roads, paved two different ways, two different frequencies, two different mindsets, two different responses to life. That's why it's absolutely necessary. Get this hair out of my face, man. That's why it's absolutely necessary for you to be intentional to rewire yourself, rewire your mind. Because there are core beliefs that you have that keep you in survival mode. And a lot of it's not even your fault. It was handed to you. It was passed down to you. It's a bloodline curse. Shout out to all the bloodline breakers. Shout out to everyone that's over here. Real deal, breaking generational curses. Real deal. Standing up to the things that held your people hostage. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. You're going to have to change yourself, and that's going to start by changing your words. The words are so powerful. You're going to have to start changing. You're going to have to start reframing the things that you're saying about yourself. You're going to have to start confessing the things that you want to see in your existence. And not like you're lying and you're just making it up. No, these things are real. These things are, that greater you is already in existence. You're just not in alignment with it. I'm not talking about some fictional version of you. I'm talking about a version of you that already exists. You're just not in alignment with it. You hear people talking about quantum leaping and these quantum shifts and different things like that. You know what they saying? You know what that's referring to? People getting in alignment. Mind, body, soul, energy, moving together in alignment, all agreeing on one destination, one function, moving in alignment. That's how you shift timelines. Quantum leaping, changing your life drastically, almost instantly, because you align with something different. We could change your core belief system. We're going to change the things that you align with. If you believe you have to work hard and struggle to get it, that's the life you're going to have. That's the reality that you're going to create. And that's the thing that you're going to be in line with. If you could believe that that abundance will come to you with ease, you're going to be like me, laying out there in that hammock half of the day. You're going to be like me, aligning with it. Now, let me be real. Let me be honest. I don't live no life that is just like it all just gonna fall out the sky, which it always do though. It always do just fall out the sky or grow out the ground. However it comes, it comes to me abundantly. But I do wake up and get to it. I don't know where you at. I don't know what's. I mean, if you're on the East Coast, it's 9:20. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona right now, and it's 6:22. I first went live this morning at 4 o'clock my time, 4 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. for y'all on the East Coast. And I practice what I preach now. I practice what I preach. So an hour before I went live, I was awake, giving myself to myself, like my book say. I woke up at 3. I'm up at 3 in the morning to give myself to myself a whole hour of just personal development time, or just me time, pouring into me. And then I get online and I pour into you. See, that's what y'all don't understand. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all be pouring, y'all so tired, you keep pouring from an empty cup and all that stuff. You don't be filling your cup. That's the only reason your cup empty. It's not because you need more time, it's because you need more discipline. It's not because you need more time, you need more order. It's not because you need more time, you need more alignment. You so tired because you don't do enough of the things that add value and add energy to you. You keep doing the things that drain you. Listen, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, and I wouldn't water you if I didn't want you to grow. Real talk. Real talk, real talk. I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to play this song real quick. And I'm going to go grab my phone charger before this live ends sooner than y'all want it to. I'm going to play it, I accept my greatness. I acknowledge my power. I follow my peace. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So if you're on Twitch right now, and if you watch it from anywhere else, you can only hear it. But if you're on Twitch, you're gonna get the music video. Put this on here for y'all. I flew to Morocco, my first time in Morocco, West Africa, recorded this music video. It's a great time over there. And here you go. Check this out. I accept my grace. I accept my grace. I acknowledge my value. I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace. I follow my peace. I stand in my power. I stand in my power. I accept my grace. I accept my grace. I acknowledge my value. I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace. I follow my peace. I stand in my power. I stand in my power. I accept my grace.
Today I choose to be greater than I ever been. My faith is his own evidence. Where fear becomes irrelevant. Walk through Hell's Kitchen knowing I'm heaven sent. Manifest University on my letterman. When opportunity knocks, you better let them in. Yeah, I sacrifice so I can pay the price. These losers playing what they like to roll the dice. They get a lot of wishful days, a bunch of hopeless nights. I got progress, it wasn't overnight. Scared that wall, I had my back to it. I knew my worth and had attached to it. To them losses, it was another lesson. Prayer and meditation helped me calm my stress. Opened up my hands and caught another blessing. God gave me my answer, I asked another question. I accept my grace, I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace, I stand in my power, I accept my grace, I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace, I stand in my power, I accept my grace, Each day is a gift, and I'm using my gifts and my energy to uplift. And now I'm fine with letting go of whatever's not mine or not meant. For me in this season, I release it. Might be uncomfortable, but I'm at peace with choosing me and trusting alignment. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Divine timing, I'm shining my light. Walk by faith, not sight. Ascend to new heights, illuminate bright. Help my people get right, break generational curses. I'm just walking out my purpose. I'm a work of art and a work in progress. I've been working hard and I respect the process. Been on my job like the rich dude. Thanking God I don't look like what I've been through. I accept my grace, I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace, I stand in my power, I accept my grace, I acknowledge my value. I follow my peace, I stand in my power, I accept my grace,
Every time you want, you expect your greatness, acknowledging your value, following your peace and standing in your power. Is that what you're doing? Let me know. Is that what you're doing? Yes. Because that's what you need to be doing. So I need to sing this to myself daily. You absolutely do. These are the words that you should affirm to yourself. You know, most of my songs are great affirmation songs. Aside from the fact that I've created entire affirmation albums for y'all that's streaming on all platforms. But yeah. By the way, thank you to everyone that goes to brianhyppolite.com, picks your own price and downloads my music. Like, you don't understand how much it means to me. The fact that I know that you could just stream this music, the fact that you know you could just stream this music and give me the 1/8 of a cent that Spotify gonna pay, or the whatever portion of a penny that they're gonna give me for that stream, or the 99 cents that they give me for the download. Y'all say that's not enough, man. You say there's so much value in what I'm offering you that you go to brianhyppolite.com, you pick your own price, and you download music that you could be streaming for free. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my worth and the value that I'm bringing to you. It means so much to me. I'm about to put together a tour. So I'm be coming to your city. Matter of fact, I want to know, where should I come to? Tell me who I need to pull up on and do a show, or do a pop-up, do a teaching. I'm coming to your city. I'm performing some music. I'm going to teach. We're going to do live mentorship. It's going to be an entire experience. And I'm looking forward to it. The last tour wound up being what we did, 27 dates, 27 cities, all off of the strength of the love that y'all been giving, the love that y'all been showing, just checking my analytics and saying, oh, okay, they're showing a whole lot of love in New York. Let's go over there. They're showing a whole lot of love in the DMV. Let's go over there. They always support in Georgia. Let's go over there. And we had a good time. The tour lasted for 18 months, man. It's like once we got rolling, he's gone. So I'm definitely putting together another one. I look forward to it. We definitely coming to Canada. The greater version of you is waiting on you to align with it. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 111 so I could read you a key from this powerful book. This is still my favorite book. This is still my favorite book. You know, y'all had me teaching the last few weeks out of my most recent book, out of my 10th book, Bloodline Breaker. You know, this is what I've been teaching out of a lot, because this is what we've been dealing with lately is shattering generational curses and creating generational wealth. and getting to the understanding that there's so many things that we deal with that weren't even ours. We just inherited these things. And it's time that those who are sent to this dimension at this intersection of time and space to break these generational curses, these generational patterns. Shout out to you. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to get busy. Because listen, generational healing starts within. Generational healing starts within. Matter of fact, big shout out to everyone that has gone to brianhyppolite.com and purchased my shirt. I'll be forgetting to thank y'all for that. Generational healing starts within. That shirt is available at brianhyppolite.com. Go ahead and get your copy. I mean, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and get your shirt. And then many of them, when you purchase them, you actually get the ebook, the Bloodline Breaker ebook, my 10th book, A Guide to Shattering Generational Curses and Rewriting Your Story. This is for all those who were born to end what others chose to survive. And they pass down that survival mode to you. And look, here you are breaking it. Shout out to you. So you could definitely go and get your, because that shirt is a statement. It's time for you to start making the right statements. Cousin, what's happening? My cousin watching on YouTube. What's going on, Steph? It's always a great day when my favorite cousin pull up on me. So this is what we're doing. The first number I saw was 111. Okay, let's do that. 111. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Act on your intuitive thoughts without delay. Your intuition is perfect, timeless, and divine perception. I'm gonna just read that again. I'm gonna read that again because I want you to get that. Your intuition is perfect, timeless, and divine perception. Since your mind's eye does not exist in the structure of time that we identify with, often when we get a gut feeling or an instant idea, it is necessary to immediately respond accordingly, as you may be at the gateway of opportunity by way of universal alignment. Promptly carrying out the will of your intentions through corresponding actions will get you to your destination much faster than even dedication or hard work. I'm going to run that back. Promptly carrying out the will of your intentions. Promptly carrying out the will of your intentions through corresponding actions will get you to your destination much faster than even dedication and hard work. So whatever that means, call that person, write down that idea, make that connection, settle that vendetta. Whatever it is, do it when the thought comes to your mind. You never know what the universe has set up for you and is waiting for you to respond to the call of your spirit. Act on your intuitive thoughts without delay. That's key 111 from this book. We're going to read 77 because that's what my cousin said. We're going to read 77. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. I love this book. This is one of my favorite books. First of all, this book changed my life. This book changed my life, but aside from the fact that I wake up every day and hear from somebody around God's green earth that is saying how this book changed their life, man, this book changed it all for me and mine. Well, if we get time, I'll tell y'all the story. Remind me to tell y'all the story of how this book came to be, because it's one of the greatest stories. It's really my Noah's Ark story. But remind me so I can tell you that story before we get out of here, okay? But key number 77, no squares in the circle. For this principle, I want you to imagine a circle around you, your team, your staff, and your supporters. This is your circle. Everyone in the circle should be on one accord and working towards one collective goal. For the sake of this illustration, we will refer to anyone who is not attached to your purpose or supporting your goals as a square. You will need to remove them from your immediate circle. because they simply do not fit in this particular realm of your life. Although it may be uncomfortable to transition away from some of your favorite squares, it's absolutely necessary for you to grow with forward progression. Listen, there's so many, there's people that we are attached to. And I was telling y'all about this earlier. It's people that we be attached to, that these are expired connections, but we're still holding on to them. These people, these are expired connections. These are outdated connections. No, I'm talking about these people. You of the old days, or because you got all these stories about these square again. The square are those who don't fit in your circle. Your circle are those who are supporting you. Your circle are those who are aligned with your purpose. Your circle are those who are adding value to you. Anyone that don't fit that description, that's a square. For the sake of this illustration, I'm not trying to, talk down on no one, but that's a square. So we have to remove those from your circle, because there are certain places you won't go with if you have the wrong company with you. You'll get denied access because you got the wrong company with you that's holding the wrong vibrations. There's some things God's not going to let you have, because the people that's with you, if you got what God was trying to give you, they would help you sabotage it. It would steal it from you. There would be some level of entitlement. It would be problems. It would be things that you're not even supposed to be dealing with. So it's being reserved from you until you get the things away from you that aren't supposed to be close to you. My cousin said, make this into an oracle deck. I got you, cuz. I got you. My mentee, my wonderful mentee, Candace, she said 36. So we're going to pull up 36. And this is, again, another one of my favorite ones. And Candace, this is directly in alignment with what we were just talking about. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Key number 36. Give yourself to yourself. Every new day is the greatest opportunity you've ever had to be greater than you've ever been. To maximize your potential each day, you should start before the demands of your life require your focus. Begin with a period of silence and observation before planning and problem solving. Before the kids wake up. Before the spouse needs you. Before getting back to whatever you didn't finish yesterday. Before you give yourself to anything else, give yourself to yourself. No phone, no TV, no radio, no outside opinions or agendas, no frequency other than your own. Let that permeate. Self-discipline is one of the greatest expressions of self-love. Putting off an immediate desire for a long-term benefit is as real as love gets. It's key number 36. Listen, I want to give y'all one more opportunity to call the Manifest Nation hotline. I want to give y'all one more opportunity to call in and talk live. And I want to know, what are you proclaiming? What are you declaring ends with you? It ran into your bloodline until it ran into you. You're the generational curse breaker. What generational curse are you breaking? Call and talk to me live, 813-686-0963. The phone line is open. Hit me up right now. Let's talk on the air. I want to hear from you, and I want to hear about what generational curse you are breaking. Let's declare it. Let's decree it. Let's make it real. Don't hesitate. Your words are powerful, and I want to come in agreement with you. So 813-686-0963. I'm going to say it again. 813-686-0963. If you're watching on Twitch, you already see it. It's on the screen. If you're not watching on Twitch, you missing out. And you should definitely be over here. You should definitely be subscribing to the Manifest Nation channel. So not only will you get notified about these broadcasts, but you'll get the replays of them. You'll get access to my online community. You'll get access to all of my ebooks, my audiobooks, my affirmations, my guided meditations, my classes, and all types of things that I've created just to help you be a greater version of yourself. It's all right there and it's all available for you. And all you got to do is subscribe. Be one of the first 100. That's the only catch. Be one of the first 111 subscribers to my channel on Twitch. I'm streaming. And listen, you ain't never seen nothing like this. There's nobody else on this channel, on this platform, rather, that's on what I'm on. You got a lot of entertainers. You got a lot of fun people, a lot of funny people, a lot of cool people, a lot of whatever. But not someone that's showing up to feed your soul on a daily basis. Not someone that's feeding themselves so that they can feed you. Not someone that's showing up with that level of intention. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one out here, but I'm the only one on this platform that's doing it like this. And you're going to see. You're going to see. Give me a little bit of time. Mark my words. There's going to be millions of followers, millions of subscriptions, millions of people being impacted on a daily basis. Watch it. Mark my words. It ain't gonna take long either. This thing's gonna take off in such a powerful, amazing way, because that's what God do. You can't hold back the hand of God or the vibration of it. And I'm pulling up with that frequency, with that vibration, humbly, to do what I was sent to this dimension to do. And ain't nobody gonna stop me. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. There's nobody else making this music, writing these books, mentoring, like this whole package, this whole package, and looking this good with these gorgeous eyes. Ain't nobody like this. You ain't never seen nothing like this. 813-686-0963 if you want to talk live with me on air. I want to know, what generational curse are you committed to breaking for your bloodline? Before we get out of here, I want to talk to somebody about that. You know, because it's time for you to maximize your potential. I'm not talking about hype. I'm talking about habits. I'm talking about real life decisions that align with your greatness and not that align with your struggle. Because that be what it is. Most of the time, you're making decisions that align with your struggle. You're making decisions with what's comfortable for you. And that's where your destiny go to die, in your comfort place, in your comfort zone, in your comfortability. So it's time to get out there. That's why I be saying some of the things I say that rattle your cage a little bit. Because I need you to wake up. Divine dreamer. Listen, it's just not for me to be doing this work alone. And there's been people that, as I've woken up people, they've locked arms with me and helped further this mission to make people, our people, greater than they've ever been. So let's start. Let's be intentional. If you need help with any of the things that I've been talking about, if this is a foreign language to you, or you don't know how to execute it, or you've tried, you've listened to the podcast, you've read the books, but you still feel stuck, you still feel trapped and lacking limitation, you understand that you have this mindset that is keeping you in a space that you don't want to be in, I would be honored to walk you through a mentorship and show you how you can get out of your mind and get into your soul. Show you how you can unlock your divinity and walk in your infinity. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting it in the songs. I've been writing these books. This is 111 keys to unlocking your divinity. You see this worn down book? This is what a book looked like when someone been going through it. Someone been opening up this book and reading it and getting into it. It's time. Don't be indecisive. Take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you. Indecision and doubt leads to fear. Those are the three enemies of your success. Indecision leads to doubt. Doubt crystallizes turns into fear. You should acknowledge indecision, doubt, and fear as the three main enemies of your success, because they will rob you of everything if you allow them to. Listen, y'all, I love y'all to life. I wouldn't water you if I didn't want you to grow. A rising tide raises all boats. So if you've been elevated today from this broadcast, from this live, make sure that you share that. If you want to share the broadcast and live, you got to let them know. Pull up on Twitch and subscribe so that you can get the replays. Join Manifest University. All you got to do is subscribe to my channel on Twitch, and you're going to get that access to all types of perks, all types of benefits, and all types of things that's going to help you with your personal development. But if you really want to take it to the next level, if you really want a higher level of accountability, if you want me to work with you in creating that roadmap to your evolution, send me a DM. Send me a DM that says that you're interested in mentorship, and I'll get you more information on my mentorship program. Or you can skip the line and just go to brianhyppolite.com and sign up for the mentorship program. Make sure if you need to, payment plans are available. Utilize them if that's what you got to do. But align yourself with the help that you need so you can have the life that you want, and you can create the legacy that you're meant to leave. Greatest shall you be, greatest shall you do, and greatest shall you have. I know we came from people who were struggling. I know we came from people who was in survival mode, but that's not for us. That's not for us. That's not ours. I know you inherited this mindset, but that's not yours. Those doubts and those disbeliefs, that's not yours. That's your trauma talking. That fear, that's your ego talking. Your ego that wants to protect you from failure. That's your ego talking. Tell your ego to shut the F up and sit in the corner so you can hear what your soul got to say. Y'all be listening to y'all ego way too much, and your ego ain't got nothing for you. It serves it. I mean, it does have a purpose. It serves a purpose, but it's not meant to be the voice that you listen to. It's not meant to be the voice that guides you. It's not meant to be the voice that is steering you through your life's journey. I wonder, I would love for you to imagine where you would be if you had your soul in the driver's seat of your life, dictating the moves that you make, the places that you went, the conversations that you had, the energy that you connected with. If you had your soul instead of your mind, your memory, your imagination, your ego, your desires, if you took all that out of the driver's seat of your life and that wasn't steering your decision, you'd be in a much different place. Yeah, you'd be in a much different place, experiencing a much different life. And I want that for you. I want that for you. And that's why I show up here to give you this soul food, to feed your spirit so your spirit can get stronger and be louder than your ego, than your fears. You dig know what I'm saying? Listen, tap in with me. I'm about to get out of here so I go feed my children dinner. It's 6:49 over here on my side of the world. And I gotta go kick it with my kids, because that's my favorite thing to do. But it's been an awesome time. I've had a great time. Did y'all have a great time? I had a great time over here with y'all for the last 2 hours that we've been kicking it. And I pray that you did. I pray you feel elevated. I pray that the time that you've spent with me, you feel like was a great investment. Do me a favor, drop a 1 in the chat if this broadcast gave you something that you needed. And you are going to be intentional to live a life of consciousness from this day forward. In case you just joining just now and you missed when I explained it, consciousness is awareness plus intention. Yeah. We're going to leave that. I'm going to leave that right there for you. The greatest shall you be, greatest shall you do, and greatest shall you have. Tap in with me at brianhyppolite.com. Again, get yourself this book. Your library is not complete, especially if you're on a personal development journey. If you're healing, you need this. If you are breaking generational, If you, everything's flying, it's flying off the shelves, y'all. You got to get your copy. If you breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth, you need this book, Bloodline Breaker. You know what I'm saying? If you're learning how to change your pain into power, how to turn your losses into lessons, your burdens into blessings, your stumbling blocks into stepping stones, you need this book, 111 Keys of Spiritual Alchemy. This is my 9th book right here. This is my 9th book. This is my 10th book. But this is my first one. This is the baby. This is the baby that birthed it all, man. And there's definitely a bundle package available at brianhyppolite.com. There's definitely coaching calls available at brianhyppolite.com, as well as, you know, that mentorship. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to tapping in with you in the future. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Be great, be powerful, be gods. Shout out to Manifest University. Shout out to Haiti. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia, Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to all of New York, because y'all show so much love. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to South Africa. Shout out to everyone that's been pulling up and supporting in a major way. Listen, we just gonna keep going. We gonna keep being greater. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Till then, catch me at brianhyppolite.com. All right, in a minute. Talk to y'all soon.